Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to KT Garage. In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify oil leak from a vehicle and fix it without having taken it to the shop and pay a ton of money just for a diagnostic. I'm working on a 2008 Toyota Tundra, but this procedure should apply for any vehicle. First thing you want to do is just to get under the car and see where the leak coming from. And you can see that puddle right there, and it's been there for a little while. I'm going to go see what's happening. I'm going to show you where oil is typically coming from. So the biggest problem with an older car is that the rear main seal. So what you want to do is look at the engine where it ends and where the transmission started. So on a Tundra, this is where the transmission and the engine joint, and there's a little weep hole right here, and oil probably going to come out of there if you have a rear main seal problem, and that's a major repair. So hopefully it's not there, and when I look at this, it's not coming from there. So that's great. That's great news. The next thing you want to look for is like somewhere else and see where the oil coming from. And when I looked around, there's nothing that coming from the top, because it could come from coming from the top, from the valve cover gasket. Sometimes it goes bad, and that's an easy repair. But in some vehicle, I haven't done on this one, but when I look down here, I can see oil dripping right there. So I know that is coming from this pan somewhere. So when I look around, I don't see any oil except for where this is. So I think the culprit is this bolt right here. Two things happened. The last time I changed the oil, which is a few months ago, I might not tighten it enough, so oil could leak out of that drain plug, or I'm gonna need a new seal for this. So first thing I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna go get a wrench and then try to turn it to see if it has the proper torque on it. And then after that, if it has the proper torque already, I'm gonna have to drain the oil, and then we'll have a look at the seal to see if the seal is bad. Well, I checked the torque on it, and it seems like I torqued it pretty tight. So that means that the seal is bad. I'm gonna take the bolt out and have a look at the seal to see what's going on. Now you can see that I use a clean bucket just so I can reuse the oil, because I only changed it a couple months ago. I'm gonna wait for that to completely drain. In the meantime, we'll take a look at the seal to see what's going on. I've been changing the oil on this truck since it was new, and 20 years later, I don't remember I've ever seen a crush ring or a crush seal to go with it. So when you look at the surface, I mean, it looks pretty good, except for like it wears on the outside. I think that's where the leak coming from. But when I looked it up, it does say that for 08 Tundra, a crush ring is required. So I'm gonna go and put a crush ring on here, and it's gonna seal it up. Now you can go to the dealer and get yourself a crush ring, or you can buy them online specifically for the 08 Tundra, or you can go to a standard kit. This one I bought online like years ago for different applications. And there's like different size of crush ring that you can use. Now off the bat, I think something like this would fit real well. Let's see how well this fit. Oh wow, look at that. It fits really well, and it matches with the outside diameter. So that means it's gonna seal really well. So I'm gonna try this and see if this leak is stopped. Now you can see that the crush ring is installed. Now I'm going to torque it up. Toyota is calling for 30 foot-pounds, so I want to make sure I use a really good torque wrench and torque it up to 30 foot-pounds. And that will allow some proper pressure for the crush ring. Put it one more time. There we go. I want to fill the oil and see if we stop the leak. Since the oil only a couple of months old, I'm just going to reuse it. Now, it's always a good idea to use one of this filter, just so you know you have any debris that falling into the pan while you drain it. It'll catch it right here. And I do a lot of painting. I get these free from the paint store. You guys don't have one of these, you can use different kind of filters, but since I have these, I'm going to use it. These are really convenient, and they can give you like a ton of these when you go to the automotive paint store to buy some paint, or maybe you just ask for it, they'll give it to you. Okay, so I ran the engine for a few minutes. Now I'm going to check the oil to see if we have to fill it some more, because I might have lost some during the transfer. Yeah, it looks like we're at the low end, so I'm just going to fill it just a little bit. All right, perfect. Well, I drove about 5 miles or so, came back, and you can see that everything is nice and clean. There's no evidence of oil leak anywhere. So I think the problem is fixed. Well guys, next time you see a leak in the ground, don't panic. It could be something really simple. Now it's coming from the top. It's more likely to be your valve cover gasket. Those do often go bad on an older vehicle, so replacement for that is fairly simple for most vehicles. Now you see leak that coming from between the engine and the transmission. That could be your rear main seal, and that's a major repair. You got to take that to the shop. Now if it's the drain plug, like what I've done, is super simple. It took me about 10 minutes to get the whole thing done, and you're ready to go. So next time, don't panic, find out where it's leaking from. I appreciate you guys tuning in to KT Garage. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.